Hi Etsy sellers, welcome to my home. I'm so glad you got the invite. My name is Dayna and I've been with Etsy for over a decade. I'm the resident trend expert as well as a judge for the annual Etsy Design Awards. One of the major shopping trends to watch over the next few months is hosting. From spooky Halloween parties to cozy Friendsgiving gatherings and beyond, buyers will be on the lookout for tablescape details and practical items that will elevate their presentations and leave guests wondering, where did they find that? So for today's session, I'll walk you through 3 ways you can cater to shoppers as we head into peak hosting season. And we'll close things out with the much anticipated reveal of our 150 Etsy Design Awards finalists. To appeal to shoppers getting ready to entertain, I want you to think about their pain points and desired outcomes. I know when I go to host, I'm striving to create a special atmosphere, often with personalized touches and looking on Etsy for items that offer both quality and convenience. Holiday hosts love adding custom details that make their events feel unique and thoughtful, so be sure to emphasize personalization options whenever they're available, especially in your listing photos and descriptions. You may even find inventory inspiration brainstorming personalized versions of your current offerings. A few fun ideas that I've loved recently are engraved serving utensils, personalized coasters, and even a completely custom tablecloth from last year's Etsy Design Awards winner, Marve of Grill Market. Especially for items where scale, texture, or functionality are key, a listing video can be super effective. So for example, let's say you're selling vintage glassware set. While static listing photos are great for highlighting details, adding a listing video, maybe a hand rotating one of those glasses to show all the angles or the full set of use on a bar cart, that can really help items come to life for online shoppers. And adding listing videos can help build trust and encourage buyers to visualize your item in their own space, especially in a photo that's merchandised for relevant seasonal moments or occasions. Finally, don't forget the last-minute host or hostess. As we get closer to the holidays, many hosts find themselves short on time and realizing that they need the perfect item to complete their tablescape ASAP. As a new mom, I can definitely relate on that front, but it doesn't mean that I'm willing to sacrifice on special. Having ready to ship inventory and reflecting that your short turnaround and your processing times can help cater to buyers on a short time who still want to make their get-together memorable. So now that we've hopefully gotten your wheels turning with some ideas for the season ahead, let's review a few questions submitted from sellers about how to apply trend guidance in the day-to-day.
Hi Dayna, I'm Kara from Kid Hooray, where I make colorful custom wire name signs for kid spaces. I love staying true to what's my style, but also want to incorporate what's trending. How can handmade sellers like myself find this balance?
Hi Kara, thanks so much for the question, and I love your kid signs. First of all, I want to talk about how poppy and colorful they are and how much that is aligning with the maximalism trend right now. So I'm really asking you to lean into those trending colors that are happening right now. Keep those at the top and make sure that you add those relevant keywords and tags to your listing descriptions. Not to mention, you offer personalized items, and everyone loves something personalized, especially during the holiday season. So make sure you're amping up the fact that they are personalized. Thanks again for the question.
Hi there, I'm Paige Everson from the Cozy Bungalow Shop. I offer an eclectic mix of vintage goods and antique home decor. And my question is, with more and more people looking for sustainable pre-loved pieces, are there specific vintage categories such as pottery, silver plate, wicker, etc., that you think are going to be especially popular throughout the rest of 2025? Thank you.
Hi Paige, thanks again for your question, and you're absolutely right. Shoppers are becoming more and more aware of their purchases and they want to be more sustainable, and guess what? Vintage is sustainable shopping. But I want to call out a few trends that directly correlate to your question. Messy Coquette and Galactic Metallic are two trends that I called out earlier this year, and they are all about adding bows and feminine details and lots of ruffles for Messy Coquette, and then for Galactic Metallic, it's all about those shimmery, shiny metallics, so mixing metal. So if you can find any of those items and pop them in your shop, and again, consider those relevant tags and descriptions, that would be a win. I can't wait to share even more holiday trend insight with you in the coming months. Keep your eyes peeled for our full holiday trend report in October on the Seller Handbook, and follow at Etsy Success on Instagram for the latest trend education. Stay tuned after Etsy Up for the Etsy Up After Show starting at 2:15 Eastern Time, featuring a live panel Q&A with me, Isabella, and some of our incredibly talented members of the Etsy merchandising team. Plus, you'll get a sneak peek at our upcoming holiday trend report. You can find a link for the panel on etsyup.com or linked in the chat. Now you know that as Etsy's trend expert, I am always on the hunt for all worthy handmade and vintage products with compelling stories to tell. Judging the Etsy Design Awards is hands down one of my favorite ways to source new inspiration. It's the ultimate treasure hunt for fresh finds and inspiring ideas. For those tuning in with us live today, I'd love to hear over in the chat if you've applied for the Etsy Design Awards this year. I can say with confidence that this year's submissions definitely did not disappoint, and I can't wait for you to meet the 15 finalists of each category. Up first, art. From fiber art to sculpture to dreamy illustrations, these finalists show us what happens when creative expression meets standout execution. So many different styles and voices, each one telling its own story. Next up, home decor. This category is all about transforming spaces, and these finalists nailed it, all designed to bring personality and warmth to any corner of the home. Now let's check out furniture and lighting. Tables, lamps, chairs, oh my! These finalists brought functionality and beauty together in such a thoughtful way. Every piece has its own way of lighting up the everyday. Moving on to kitchen and dining. These makers prove that details on your table matter. From handmade mugs to serving tools and linens, these finalists know how to elevate any meal, every day or special occasion. All right, let's talk jewelry. This category always brings the sparkle, and this year is no different. These pieces are stunning, personal, and designed to turn heads. Whether bold or delicate, they all bring something unique. Now for fashion and accessories. From clothing to statement bags and shoes, these finalists help others look and feel their best. It's all about style, craftsmanship, and a touch of personality in every stitch. Up next, kids. This one's always a favorite, because what's better than sparking joy and imagination? These finalists deliver playful, thoughtful designs that encourage creativity and curiosity. Next, weddings. These items are made for life's most memorable I do moments. From invites to veils to gifts for the whole party, these finalists bring beauty, meaning, and magic in every detail. Now for holidays and celebrations. This category is packed with joy. Whether it's festive decor, party favors, or themed gifts, these finalists know how to make any celebration feel special. And rounding out our 10th category, vintage. A curated find can tell a story like nothing else. And these vintage gems have character, charm, and timeless appeal. These finalists are proof that great design never goes out of style. A big congrats to this year's 150 finalists, and a heartfelt thank you to everyone who submitted. Now it's your turn to weigh in and help determine this year's People's Pick Award winner. The People's Pick Award is determined by both our Etsy seller and buyer community, and voting officially starts now. Head to Etsy.com and cast your vote on the finalist page for your favorite listing. You can also vote using the Etsy app. Just use the link in the chat or the video description to download the app and get started. The award winner will be determined by the item that gets the most favorites today through September 25th. Let's wish all of our finalists good luck. So what's next? Oh, myself along with the other judges will determine our category winners as well as the grand prize awards winner, which comes with a 25,000 USD prize. Stay tuned for that exciting announcement in November. As we wrap things up, I hope this session leaves you inspired to try adding listing videos to entice holiday hosts, highlight personalized options in your listing photos and descriptions, showcase those ready to ship inventory for last minute hosts, and follow Etsy Success on Instagram for even more ideas. Congratulations again to all of our Etsy Design Award finalists, and to everyone who submitted. It's your creativity and talent that make the Etsy Design Awards so inspiring year after year. Be sure to stick around after today's event for the Etsy Up After Show to hear even more about holiday trends during our live panel discussion and get a sneak peek at our upcoming holiday trend report coming out in October. Plus, we'll be answering seller questions live about incorporating emerging trends into your own shop. You can find the link for that panel on etsyup.com or linked in the chat. It will begin at 2:15 p.m. ET, so let's make sure we tune in and come with your questions for the Q&A. All right, guys, I'll see you then.